Hey, what's up, everybody? Ronnie George here. I have the privilege to sit down with Tara Gilcrease, who just closed her first deal yesterday. She's only been licensed and actively pursuing real estate for only 3 months. She's just closed her first deal. She's got her next deal here in the next couple of weeks and has a handful of buyers she's already working with. So she's absolutely crushing it. So Tara, I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me. And my main question is what is attributed to your success and of you just starting out?
Well, I would say I'm fully dedicated. I'm going to make sure that I'm fully committed to being successful. I was a teacher before this for 9 years, so I was ready for kind of a change to be able to be my own boss and be able to make my own schedule and all of that. So I would say that's kind of a huge thing for me is now I get to go do lunches or, be able to make my own schedule and be there a little bit more for my family, which is a huge issue for me is being there for my family. So,
right. So this gives you a little bit more freedom as far as that goes. And like you said, that this was your commitment to doing it. And I guess what's most important, about being an agent to you?
I would say having more time with my family. Of course, there's going to be showings on the weekends and on the evenings and everything, but there's a lot of, I get to make my own schedule. If my son has a field trip, I get to take off that day or, anything like that. But I still make sure that I have time for my clients. I just get to kind of make it on my own schedule instead of having to follow other people. So,
right. Awesome. Yeah, I love it. I think everyone who gets into real estate wants to do it for the flexibility of it. But I think you said something too that a lot of people don't understand is I think that your commitment to it, like most people come into the industry thinking that they're just gonna, it's just gonna come to them. But I've actually sat back and watched you just, put in the work constantly, just going after leads and following up. And can you elaborate a little bit more on your commitment and what that really means? Like what is commitment to you and how did you actually commit? Like what things did you actually do to commit?
Well, a lot of what I did, I would sit down and I would go through a list. And one day I made 97 phone calls and text messages and stuff like that all in one day. And I may not have only gotten 2 or 3 leads from that, but that's 2 or 3 leads. That's not, that's a pretty big deal. So that's money in my pocket and I can help them out, all that kind of stuff. So that helps out a lot. It does take a lot of time to sit down and make the phone calls. You have to be personable, all of that. But the payoff is huge whenever you actually are able to get the clients and everything. And the main thing is just being able to find them a home and everything, because that's the fun part.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. It's all a numbers game. I think everyone overestimates, I'll just call a handful of them. But just like you said, even in real estate, one lead might be worth several $1,000s. Exactly. So it's worth that 1 to 2 hours of you just making phone calls day after day after day. So that's good that you see that you're just like, well, I got to sacrifice a little bit, but the payoff is so much higher.
Right.
So touching on that, how you mentioned leads, I wanted to ask, as far as mentorship, coaching, because I'm really big on trying to make sure that we give as much as possible to our agents and has there been one specific thing or a number of things that maybe we've contributed or I've contributed or the brokerage has contributed to actually kind of help you to be able to achieve?
Oh, so many things. One of the main thing is, of course, the leads that are provided. Those have helped out a lot because I grew up here, but being new to the area, I didn't have a whole lot of people in my back pocket to be able to say, hey, I'm in real estate, people from high school, college, but some of those are gone too. So it makes it a little difficult. But the leads that you've provided, my first closing was from a lead that you provided. My second one that's coming up is from that as well. So that has helped out a whole lot because I'm not having to scramble around and find this, find that, because it's all right there.
Right.
As well as, my 5,000 questions that I've asked, within the first 2 deals that I've been working on, being able to just send a text or a phone call and, you or Mandy or anyone will just respond back within minutes. And that's been an invaluable help. So I'm not having to wait around, I can get back with my clients really fast. So.
Awesome. Yeah, I couldn't be happier to hear that, because I mean that's kind of the goal. It's like I want everyone to be able to just be focused on that next deal. And I think, you know, even a huge congratulations to you on your second deal coming up, because that was a for sale by owner that
Yes.
because most people are scared to death of for sale by owners. But you went out there, you set up the showing, we helped you through that, and then you got a contract and negotiated with them. So I mean that's awesome in itself.
Thanks. It
Yeah.
was a lot of
So,
fun. It really was.
yeah, and I think that it really comes off, like your professionalism really comes off and your dedication to it, because the questions that you ask, I know that you're kind of like the type you'll do it one or two times and you probably got it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can just tell that because you, just like you said prior, you're committed to it. So
Right.
I guess the final question, so I'm not wasting too much of your time, is I guess where do you see yourself? You know, since you're just getting started, where do you see yourself next year, or maybe a year or two? What does it mean for you and your family? Like with real estate, is that going to be a new part of your life, or where do you see it contributing?
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be my career for hopefully forever. I mean, it's just fun. The whole process is fun. Being able to find houses for people, you know, hopefully whenever I, you know, start selling houses, I can get on that side of it, you know, that kind of thing. So I mean, I plan on this is going to be my forever career at this point. So I'm hoping that my husband can get on board pretty soon, and he can, you know, we can be the team and all of that. So that's kind of our plan as well. And that way we can provide more for our family, you know, all of that. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, I think you're going to achieve it all. You have the commitment to it, and I mean, I'm extremely happy for you, and I wish you all the best. You know, as I said, first to many. You know, you're going to accomplish huge things, and I just really wanted to thank you again for your time, and I'll let you get back to it.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.